Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Arizona State off a rebuilding year, trying to get back to dominance with Kenny Dillingham. He is shown to be one of the most offensively talented minds in the sport, and he has the Sun Devils rising in Tempe. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Oklahoma State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mack. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense working from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Let's think a second about Arizona State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers, like in the...
Snags it and he's open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. A give to Brown. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Brown has it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Maybe got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. First carry of the season. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the catch. It's Green. Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting a sack.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Past the 45. Makes a grab and room to run. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Hawkins. He's pulled down after a tough one, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grabs it, and he will score! Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Mack. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Anderson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll give it to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They're working that left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Arizona State! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Hawkins. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Gain of 36. And that's good enough for first down.
Motion from the wideout. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Might be changing the route. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Second and 10 here. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Young. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Buying some time. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off and running. He is in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Texas A&M with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go right back to it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Spits it out to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. With the catch, it's Green. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Running. Here's a little room there. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Off the boot, looking for his man. Makes the grab on the left. 9-yard pickup on the play is now 2nd and 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finds a man on the right.
Complete to the lineup. Pickup of 14. Good enough for a first down.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Hawkins. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just feeds the running back. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he makes the extra point.
Oklahoma State 28, Arizona State 17.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's...
There he goes! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Finds his man. It's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it in the middle, it's Brown.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Oh, better look out.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He runs out of bounds. Football is secured, and so is the game as the defense comes up large in the clutch.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.